Hi everybody, welcome to Commandos week number, let's see, we're like a little over halfway through at this point, and we're going with the Japanese British Commandos, and we're calling them sweeping commandos. So, what do we have here? You can see the low end of the curve, but we have our commandos, we have our convoys, we have our crusaders, and then we have our night raids up here at the top end. But we have the Siran package back, one naval operations because we have two Code of Bushidos, which are very, very effective cards in this deck, especially with the Hayabusa. They really help sweep the board. You really have a sweeper in Bombing Raid, you have a sweeper in Code of Bushido, and you have a sweeper in Tora Tora Tora, especially when you have a Siran on the battlefield. Sneaky good card in this deck is actually the Claude. Good curve filler on two, but then also a neat little trick actually is with you play your 33rd Recon first turn, then you can play a Claude turn two and let the 33rd Recon operate for free and take the front line that way. It's kind of niche, but it can actually get a nice 1-3 unit that draws you cards up into the front line right away, and that can be really helpful in this one. HMS Illustrious to help give us some more bodies for Kota Bushido, and then Last Rites, that you saw the combo in White Commandos, how powerful and potent this can be once it gets online. So let's get to work here with some sweeping commandos, and let's get into some gameplay. All right, so we're up here with sweeping commandos, and we have, I think this is supposed to be Blink, but it's I3 Link, but I think it's supposed to be Blink. We're going to throw our Kota Bushido back. We don't really need that. We'll hold on to the air superiorities, playing as a German player. Throw a Deadly Duty back. Don't really need it just yet, so let's grab two more. Okay, Hayabusa is good. So we can take something out, then turn to a commando, but I think we're just going to pass the turn here until we see what we're up against. So Blink play. Oh, they're going to be playing an aggressive style deck. Okay. Let's see. A lot of sudden strikes in Germany, but if you're playing the 3.7, you might be just all in on the aggro. So let's try it. Let's get a commando out there and see what happens. All right, waiting on Blink. All right, so they play a Panzer 38T. That's good for us. Let's get a Hayabusa down there. We're going to take a little more damage on the HQ, and the one thing we don't have in this one is any guards or fortifications to kind of recover from beatdowns. So it could be a critical turn here. I mean, if they put the Panzer in the front line and then play a Blitzkrieg, that could really put us behind the eight ball, but let's see what happens. We got our... Alright, they decided to draw with a Sherman instead. And now our air superiorities are turned on, and we also have a bombing raid that we can use as kind of a get it out of jail free card. So let's get some... let's do some strafing with our air superiorities to clear out some of this stuff. See if we can get some... Oh, we were hoping to get one damage on that Sherman. Let's get a strafing run in here at the 3.7. And let's try our luck again. This time we'll go after the Sherman. And, oh, we don't get it. But that's okay. Hopefully the Sherman goes after our Hayabusa. I mean, we want to give them targets besides our HQ. So we'll see what happens here. Blink thinking it over. A lot of cards in hand, too. They go after our Hayabusa. That's great. You got 2 for 1, really. Kota Bushido's good. We love to blow up a Hayabusa with it, but we don't have one, so let's just go Convoy, ping the HQ. Naval Operations good, 33rd Recon good, so let's get our 33rd Recon down there. Careless Talk, okay, a little irritating there, but we do get to draw cards still. Alright, so we got a Siran coming down soon. That really makes this bombing raid brutal. But next turn, I think we're just going to draw a little bit more, ping something else. there's no reason to run our units into that stuff. 33rd Recon there, that kind of hurt, but... And a Panzer IV blowing up our commandos. Okay, that sucks. But we can go Crusader into a convoy. Draw 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have the full grip. We're past the turn back. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. See if they go after our Crusader. We really need a commando. Another Sherman. Alright, that chews up their whole turn. Tor would have been really nice there, but instead we make do with what we have. And we have a bunch, so let's see. Let's go Saran, and then a naval operations to pin those tanks, do 2 damage apiece. The next turn, I think we're going to go Claude and maybe bomb something, or Kota Bushido with a Saran. That can be pretty brutal. So see what our opponent's up to here. If this Saran, the Crusader is a nice target, but alright, it goes down to a death from above. 2 death from aboves from our opponent. Okay, good play. Alright, we get a commando though. Alright. And we chewed up 2 really good removal orders from our opponent, so let's see. Let's go commando. Let's draw and see what we ping. Alright. Okay. So let's go Claude. Make it our commando. It doesn't really matter. And then let's strafe the Panzer, and hopefully we'll pick off the Sherman. Oh, commandos missed him. Well, let's deadly duty our Claude, and now let's try and pick off that Sherman. Get him. Alright. Okay, and we have good stuff coming up behind it. We still have our Claude and our Kota Bushido. Oh, thank you, Blink. That's nice of you to say. Another Panzer takes out our commando, so that's stinky, but we still have plenty of tricks. Alright, let's go with a... Let's see. Yeah, let's go with a night raid. Alright, we get a gunship mission. Let's go with 33rd Recon. And, kind of want to take out this Panzer 38T before it causes too much trouble. But we want to hold on to a targeted order, so let's go Tora. Alright, so we get a couple damage in on the old Panzer. Now he's going to be coming in hot for us, but we have the Claude combo. Okay, so he plays the big junkers behind everything. I would imagine he's going to move the Panzer forward. Oh, even better. Alright, so he moves the 3.7 mil. That's fine. We can handle that. We can handle all this. So let's see. First thing, let's draw an extra card with our 33rd. Ooh, okay. Alright, we don't have anything for the commando to chew on right now, though. Okay, so let's see. How are we going to do this? Well, I think we're going to go with a Claude. Make our that better. Okay. Then let's go with a Kota Bushido on the Claude. Blow some stuff up. Alright. We were kind of hoping to shoot down the Panzer there. Then let's go with... Well, we want to hold on to our bombing raid if we can. Let's go with a gunship mission on the Panzer. And then we're going to drop another Claude and make that better again. Alright, so now they have to attack the Claude at least once, and we get to hurt the junkers. That might have been a little bit of a misplay there. Tactical strike on the Claude. So we're going to take... Well, we could take 10 on our HQ right here. So we'll wait and see what happens. See what if they're going to commit 6 credits to 2 attacks? That's the question Blink has to answer right now. Alright, so it looks like they want to play another card out of their hand, which really helps us. Okay, so they only get 1 attack now with the Junkers. Alright, no attacks with the Junkers, even better. They do draw a card, but we're willing to make that trade right here. So let's draw a new one with our 33rd Recon. Ooh, last rights. Okay. Let's see. Well, we're going to take out the Junkers. So that's one thing we're going to do. I think we also might cash in this 33rd with a Deadly Duty. But let's take out the Junkers and then we'll think again for a second. So we get the full value off of it. We get pings all around, and we ping the Sherman, which is great. Let's get the last rights into our deck and ping, well, we ping the HQ, which is a little disappointing, but that's okay. Let's use our Tor to clean up the board. And then let's draw 2 with our Deadly Duty. We're kind of hoping for a Kamikaze there. But we have plenty of stuff for next turn, so let's pass turn back. We can go Crusader into Night Raid next turn. And we can also go Hayabusa and Deadly Duty. So I think we are in a pretty good spot, even though Blink's playing out tons of Stukas here. Alright, so let's get a Crusader down. Let's go Night Raid. Ooh, strategic bombing. Wow. That'd be very powerful right now. Okay, we're going to actually, well, let's see. Let's get our, well, okay, we can get a Hayabusa down. We can hold off the onslaught here, and I think we actually want to blow up a Crusader at this point, which seems kind of counterintuitive, but takes out a Stuka. We have all kinds of good stuff for next turn, and let's actually move a commando up, because we can win the game without all our commandos now. We're in a pretty good position to do that. So let's see what Blink does. I mean, as long as we don't discard strategic bombing, we win the game. As long as we don't discard Kota Bushido, we win the game. Death from above. Okay, so that does 2 to their HQ though, so they have to take out at least one of the commandos, and that kind of clears the path. Alright, so gunshot mission will definitely keep them in it. Let's see what they do with the Stukas though. As long as we hold on, I mean, we got a 1 out of 5 to hold on to our strategic bombing. So let's see what happens. Alright, 1 Stuka comes in. Alright, and that'll do it. So we get to use the opponent's deck against them. Well, we could go a little fancy play syndrome, I guess. Let's go Hayabusa into Kota Bushido and blow everything up that way. We could have gone strategic bombing there. Sorry, Blink, but we'll start out with a win with sweeping commandos, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, up here for the next one with Sweeping Commandos up against Mazo, or Mazo. We're a little slow here, and we're up against a Soviet player, so throw the Night Raid back. We can get that later. Alright, well, we have tons of 1-point sweepers right now. Oh, and a 33rd off the top. That's great. Let's put the 33rd out there. If we can get the 33rd into the front line, it's going to do some nice work for us to start. Okay, great. Another Toro. Okay. Let's get the 33rd to the front line. So we leave a credit out there, but we can drop a Hayabusa next turn. Alright, Patriotic Firestorm already. Okay, well, looks like they wanted to get rid of our 33rd Recon really badly. So let's get our Hayabusa out there, see what happens. These Toras really get turned on when we find our Saran. That thing, whew, that thing can cause some damage. Okay, we're going to take out this field, or the anti-tank gun. And, or do we just want to go Tora? Or go Commando, Tora? Yeah, let's try that instead. See what happens. So, see if we can pick off this anti-tank gun. No, we hit the HQ. Bad luck there. But we do make this a 1-1 now. So, see what happens. Alright, Bloody Sickle. Okay. And, okay. That's not very helpful, but we do get a nice one in Night Raid. So, let's, yeah, let's go ahead and do a Night Raid. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so we get a From the People. That's pretty good. And the anti-tank gun, yes, it's guarded right now, but we can snipe it with this From the People next turn. Hopefully we dodge a Bloody Sickle here. Okay, a Kiryusha's a pain. And we lose our Hayabusa, but we get our ping in with it, and a Bloody Sickle. Okay. So, hopefully they drop another 1 toughness unit here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's go, since we know they have Patriotic Firestorm in their deck, we're going to get rid of these 2 artillery pieces to start. Get a bonus couple of damage in. Let's get another Hayabusa out there to give us another threat. These 84ths are really good, but if they're naked, they're not as good. Alright, and we have an air superiority. We're going to save this From the People, I think. Let's use our air superiority on the artillery piece. Let's strafe the... Oh, no, we're not going to do that actually. We're going to go Crusader. Alright, so they have a radar alert, which is pretty good. But we're going to go Convoy 175 and just try and pull ahead on KARDS now. Give us some more options in the future. They did score a P40. Oh, and the enemy, or they scoop it up. So, lucky win there. We might throw an extra bonus game in there for you. We did have a nice turn 6 there with the attack and then, or the strafing run and then a Crusader into an HX. And that's a really tough combo to come back from some decks. So, you know, another nice win, and we might throw a bonus one in here, but up to 2-0. So, good job. Alright, so we're up here against Dark Zealot. We're very slow with this hand. We like the Hayabusas. We're actually going to throw the Crusader and the Convoy back. Air superiority good, Claude good. Okay. The best thing we'd love to see up the top here is a 33rd Recon. Didn't get it. We go Claude instead. Alright, and they match us with the Claude. Let's throw out a... We could take their Claude out, but let's put a Hayabusa out instead. See what they do. Alright, they go after the HQ, and they have 1 credit left. Okay, and they have a cavalry. Alright. Saran's an interesting one. Well, we could do just double strafes and take out their stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Sure, it leaves us with 1 defense on our stuff, but we're still on the battlefield and they're not. So, me too. Okay. All right, that's all they have. Great. Let's get an air superiority on that Me Too regiment. And let's move our Claude to the front line and strafe the opposing HQ. Move the Claude to the front line there to be a speed bump, because we're a little slow in our hand right now. We gotta find some commandos. And they have a 0. Okay. Well, we can go with Saran and an air superiority on the 0. Take it out. Pass the turn. So we have a nice little speed bump there in the front. All right, Hayabusa, Hayabusa, that's fine. Oh, this is going to be filthy. All right, Saran, number 2, Tora, Tora, Tora. And yeah, our HQ gets nabbed there for 4, but we just smoked 2 for 1 out of 2 very powerful units for them. All right, a Saran soaks up 2 damage. That's good. All right. Okay, well, we're going to take out this Type 93. We have more Hayabusas on the way, so that's good. Let's get some cards in our hand, though. Okay, and a Night Raid. All right, that's good. Well, we can go Night Raid, and then we can cash in a Saran. Well, let's get rid of this Type 93 to start. And let's actually drop another Hayabusa, and we'll still cash in our other Saran. Saran, whatever it is. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody correct me out there. Alright, so we're probably going to lose the... Oh, okay, they go after the HQ. We're down to 9, so we got to get our act together here. Okay, a Crusader is interesting. Okay, we got them down to 2 cards in hand. Let's go with a bombing raid to take out their front line. Hopefully they hit a unit with this Akita. And they do. They hit our Hayabusa. That's fine. Let's see, we have 6 credits left. Let's take out the tank with our Hayabusa. And let's get our last rights online. Since we have a nice clear battlefield to work with right now, let's get that online. Alright, the burn tank and then another Akita. Alright, we got 5 credits to work with. Now let's start with a Night Raid. Ooh, Air Blitz. Hello. Alright, we got the Akita. Can we take out this cannon? I don't think we can. Well, we gotta go convoy. See if we draw some more removal orders. Okay, Kamikaze's great. Go the Kamikaze. Alright, we have a Tora, Tora, Tora. That does take out the cannon. Alright, so next turn, can we survive on 4 HQ? Alright, we do. Let's win this thing. Air Blitz them out. Alright, so there you go. Beat and burn. And are we crashing? Oh, and looks like it crashed. So, little disappointing there that we crash right at the end. But we get the 3-0, and we'll be back with the wrap-up in just a second. Alright, so back here to wrap it up with Sweeping Commandos, and this deck I have to say that I never feel out of the game with. I always feel like I have a chance with this deck. It draws so many cards, it has so many sweepers, there's so much synergy built into this deck that I never feel behind. I always feel like even if the opponent's at, let's say, like 18 and I'm at 3, I always feel like I can chain stuff together, especially with the last rights. So had a crash there right at the end. That's a little disappointing. Hopefully we get credit for all our hard work, but I think you saw kind of the combination of things all working really well together here. This is probably one of my favorite builds that we've had in Commandos Week so far, and you know, there's not much more I can say to praise this one. Some of the really important cards are specials and elites with this deck. With that said, you can probably build a budget version if you threw in a couple more naval operations for bombing raids and Kota Bushidos. You can probably go that way. Last Rights is a tough replacement because those kamikazes are so synergistic with commandos. But, you know, if you throw in maybe another removal order or another plane for the Japanese, you might be able to make it work. HMS Lustrious, we didn't really get a chance to use it too much, but maybe just one swordfish instead of two. That might be a way to go too. But I really like sweeping commandos, and it's pretty competitive. It can stick in games with almost anything out there because you have both planes and you have these giant engines that just go directly after the opponent's HQ. So that's sweeping commandos. We got 3-0, and thanks for hanging out here on Commandos Week. If you like our content, please consider supporting us on Patreon. It really helps host all the audio and all the video and all that stuff. And then if you want to get in touch with the show, or maybe I'll play a deck that you built, feel free to send an email to cardspodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter @cardspodcast, or I am on the Discord like all the time. So feel free to ping me on that. And that's Sweeping Commandos. Highly recommend it if you have the cards put together. If you don't, there might be some budget options for you as well. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you for the next one on Commandos Week.